Now, let's break the log line down into its parts. The main character is dealing with a certain stirring within them. It might be experienced as painful and troublesome. It might also be experienced as mysterious and intriguing. The character could also be unaware, at least consciously, that there is something within them that needs to be expressed and explored. Next part. Then something happens to reveal just how much is really going on beneath the surface for the main character. It's at this point they realize their life will continue to stay exactly the same unless they do something about it. Next part. The main character embarks upon a quest, which can be internal and or external, searching for answers to these questions, hoping to create a life that feels more authentic to who they really are. Last part, the main character's illusions are revealed, helping them see the world through different eyes. As their old selves fall away, they question everything they had previously believed to be true. You've probably figured out by now that you are the main character, and this is your story that we're talking about. Your search for answers about your gender identity is your quest. Your personally created logline will become your mission statement, your beacon, and your guiding light. The first step toward creating this logline is to take a look at your life as it is right now. There has to be some sort of explanation why you, the main character, are feeling unsettled, perplexed, unhappy, curious, or all of the above. Step 1, the opening scenes. Think about yourself and your life as if you were watching it as a movie. What do you see? How would you describe what you see during the opening scenes? Keeping in mind that you are the main character, use the following prompts to help you explore this. Describe the main character in third person, using they, them, or she, he pronouns. How old are they? What is their perceived gender? What do they look like? What's their personality like? What are their interests and hobbies? What are their strengths and weaknesses? So again, you can pause here. Describe the physical world of this character. In what country, state, or town do they live? What type of dwelling? What does it look like? Pause. Next question. Describe where this character spends time. What are these places' scenarios? How much time do they spend in each? For instance, home, work, school, local bar, be careful, it's a pandemic, the gym, same, hangouts, friends or relatives' houses, in the car commuting, in combat, in isolation. This book was clearly not written during a pandemic. Describe how the character spends their time. How much do they work? Do they go to school? What's their family life like? What's their social life like? Are they frequently alone? Next, describe the other people in the character's life. Who are the important people in their life? What is the character's relationship like with each of them? Next question, describe what the other characters think of the main character. Are they well liked? Are they seen as mysterious and aloof? Are they seen as being challenging or difficult? Next, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not very and 10 being very much so, how content do the other people in the story assume this character is with the current state of their life, regardless of how content the character actually feels? Okay, next, step 2, zooming in. Now that you've established what the world of the main character seems to be like, let's zoom in to get a closer look at what's actually going on. Answering these questions sets up the entire story that's about to unfold for the main character. In other words, you question, what does the character do when no one's watching? What does this character struggle with that no one else knows about? What takes up the most space in the character's thoughts? What does this character wish they could do to further explore these thoughts? What steps have they taken so far to accomplish this? What do they want to try but haven't yet? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not very and 10 being very much so, how content do you think this character actually is with the current state of their life? All right, step 3, creating the logline. Follow these steps to create your logline. Create a several-word description of yourself. For example, a highly intelligent, charismatic software engineer. You can use these adjectives and nouns to get you started. So under adjectives, I have intelligent, nerdy, music-loving, hardworking, creative, ambitious, socially awkward, tattooed. You could list your nationality, you could list your culture, you can list your sexual orientation. Nouns could be college student, athlete, military, former military member, whatever your role is in your family, whatever your job or career is, geek, recovering alcoholic addict, survivor of fill in the blank, entrepreneur, You could list your political party. You could list your religious affiliation. Next, create a phrase that describes your current state of existence. Examples. So you would have your adjective and noun, and it would be ... is tired of hiding their true self. ... is bursting with newfound self-awareness they are ready to share with the world. ... can no longer stand turning to fill in addiction as a way of running from their true self. ... is delighted to be learning things about themselves they had never expected to learn. Next, create a description of what the possible solution or solutions might be. You can make this as obvious or as mysterious as you would like. Examples. By facing the truth about their gender identity, or by exploring possibilities about themselves that they never thought existed, or by challenging the assumption that they are a man/a woman, or by no longer hiding the truth from themselves and from others. And then next, create a phrase describing what the cost might be if you don't do this. Examples. A disturbing feeling of never truly becoming themselves. An existence filled with the same old, a lifetime filled with regret over what could have been, the chance at missing out on the peace of being fully self-aware. Last, combine your phrases to create your final logline. Be sure your logline hooks you on an emotional level. You're going to be turning to it throughout your journey as a reminder of what you are doing and why. So you're going to put that description of yourself, plus the phrase that describes your current state of being, plus what the possible solution might be, plus what the cost might be if you don't do this. That equals your logline. Step 4, how you can use your logline. Come up with ways you can use this logline as a handy companion throughout your journey. Note, modify the following ideas if you need to be discreet. All right, so I say place a check mark next to the ideas you would like to try. 1, first of all, be creative. You could use a photo editor to give it a design, such as using quotescover.com, picmonkey.com, and a wide variety of free apps which are available. You can make a collage with photos or cut items out of magazines. You could set it to music. Use an existing song and create your own lyrics or create a new song entirely. You can put it where you can see it. Home office corkboard, bathroom mirror, in your vehicle, on your computer or tablet, in your wallet, purse, or bag, on your refrigerator, as wallpaper for your phone, laptop, or desktop, as your social media profile picture or wallpaper. Write it on your body. You may want to wait for the tattoo until you're further into your journey. Oh, Dara, you're so funny. In the coming days, be sure to return to your logline for motivation and inspiration. Go back and read it on the days you are feeling defeated, afraid, and frustrated. Memorize it and make it your mantra. Do whatever you must so you can remember it, repeat it, and relive it. Send it to a trusted person who will remind you when you need it the most, kind of like a gender identity sponsor. All right, so that's the end of that chapter. So, I can see how it might be a little challenging to do those exercises without having the actual book in front of you. But hopefully, again, if you kind of watched this and you're like, I'm lost, just go back, start the video again, and then kind of like go through a part and then pause, get out your notebook or your computer or use your phone to type your notes in and start to work on the exercises. That's how it's going to go for the rest of the book. Every chapter is going to have exercises like that. So I'll just read it straight through, but you can pause it at any point to be able to answer those questions. Talk to you later.